sauropods. Hi, I'm Angela and this is Tig of the Binder, and today we're doing a mini seminar on dog shampoos, natural versus synthetic. Take it away, Tiggy. So I produced Paw Naturel, which is a natural shampoo, all UK based. And why did I do that? Because being a groomer, I tried all these different products on the market and my hands were just so sore, like all the time, irritated. If it wasn't that, I would get an irritation on my face where I was like scratching my face, getting really bad eczema, and I wanted to do something different about that. It just really annoyed me, because when I get reactions on my skin, they last like weeks before they repair, and as I'm getting older it gets worse. So what I did was I researched a lot of stuff, and being under a dermatologist for a number of years, a specialist dermatologist, they never ever told me these things, which I'm going to tell you now. So, by the way, not everybody is going to be irritated by these products, just more sensitive people with more sensitive skin, more dry skin. Okay, so what I found was the SLS and SLES, which you might have heard of, and it's also known as sulfates. Sodium lauryl sulfate and sodium lauryl sulfate are in a hell of a lot of products, lots of products. If you go into your bathroom now, I can guarantee you've got them in your bathroom cabinet. They'll be in shampoos, shower gels, they'll even be in your medication, even if you're on, if you've got stuff from eczema or psoriasis, you'll find them in your medications. Not good. Although, I'm going to explain how they work. So, SLS and SLES were first produced by the organisations to clean up grease off garage floors. Nice! And it's going on your hair. And the reason why it's so popular in cosmetic products, which is for end users like ourselves, human products, personal care, the reason why it's so popular is because it's cheap. And not everybody wants cheap stuff and cheap effects. So, what else does it do apart from clean up grease? It's great at creating big bubbles. Now, everybody likes bubbles, but the problem with bubbles is it gives that impression that it's cleaning better, and bigger bubbles are better cleaning action. If you've got a sulfate-based shampoo, when you come to rinse it down, especially if you had a bubble bath and you rinsed it down and the bubbles don't go, they just keep reappearing, and that's a sulfate base. And that more natural product will, when you rinse it down, go away. So, the biggest thing about this as well is actually classed as an irritant. Again, not to everybody, depends on your skin type. And then we have the sneaky people. Now this can only happen on dog shampoos that will label part of their product coconut derived cleansers, which is naughty. Realistically, in human personal care products, you'll find that they have to list the ingredients fully in the order that they come in as well, the highest order, just like on food packages. Now, in dog shampoo, there's no legalities to list any of the ingredients, and you can also just list some of them and not all of them. That's also not it, but that is the way it is, and unless there's a change in law, there's no regulation to put down the full ingredients list. The list of ingredients on my products are all on my website, and you can check them out and find out why they were put in there. Now, I think this figure has changed personally, but 98% of products across the world have got SLS and SLES in them. It is improving though. I see lots of changes coming forward, and I walked past actually hairdressers the other day and there was a stack of sulfate-free shampoos, and I'm like, yes, the world's changing, you know. By getting educating people about what goes on into products, you can make that change by your purchasing power. The more you mass markets, the more you buy cheap products with cheap ingredients in, you're just going to keep those in production. The more better quality products you buy, they're going to get more into production. Now, how does SLS and SLES work? So, it is a really good cleaner, I'm not going to lie, it's great at taking grease out. However, how does it do it? This is a good question. It's a smaller molecular structure. So that means when it hits the skin or the hair, it actually drives in a lot deeper. Now, that helps to lift off oil and dirt, which is what shampoo is all about, whether it's sulfate based or sulfate free. It's there to lift up the hair, lift up the dirt and any oil, and just generally cleanse. Now, this is a really harsh cleaner because it really drives into the skin layers and will imbalance the natural sebum production that goes on. Now, dogs have about 3 to 5 layers of the epidermis skin layer, which will keep on refreshing, which refreshes a little bit quicker than human skin. Humans have got between 10 and 20 layers, so our skin's a lot thicker. Now, I want to show you this little diagram, and basically, I'm filming on my own, so lovely. This is a little section of hair follicle, and if you put this in Google, you'll get loads of little diagrams. And basically, I like to think of it as a little brain. So you get the sebaceous gland, which is attached to every hair follicle. And what happens is, now this is where I've learned with my own hair, is if you have greasy hair, or a dog's got a greasy coat, and you put on a really good stripping shampoo, which contains this SLS or SLES, what you're effectively doing is really penetrating deep, pulling it all out. And if the coat's already greasy, the little brain of the sebaceous gland is going to go, oh my god, I've been stripped of oil, and all my stores have gone, and I need to produce. Now, if that gland was already overproducing anyway, by stripping that out, it's going to go even more into overdrive, and you're back in the same situation where the hair is producing more and more oil, even more greasier. Now, I've managed to, by using sulfate-free shampoo in my own hair, to control this, and now I get away with washing it twice, maybe once a week, which is great, because at one point I was washing it every single day, which was really bad. Now, if you are using sulfate-based products, I heavily recommend that you put a really good conditioner back onto the hair after you've cleansed it, because by taking all the goodness out, you need to put some goodness back in. Conditioners will do that, and they'll also clean as well on top of that. What you might find the after effects of using this is, for some people, they end up with a really dry scalp, and then that sebaceous gland really overproduces. So you're going to get two opposite ends of the spectrum. So you either have greasy hair or you have flaky, dandruffy skin. I mentioned before about dogs and cats having a lot of the layer of skin, which is more easily penetrable. And I think as well, if you're a groomer or you're a pet owner and you have your dog shaved, maybe shortish, that's also going to affect the dog's ability to protect itself, because it's got no choice whether it's getting shaved or not. And we're leaving that dog more open and susceptible for that product to penetrate even more. Now, all I want to say is be careful about what you choose to use on yourself and also on your animals. They are more sensitive, they can't tell you if it's bothering them. A few more ingredients that I want to go over and show you. These ones. MIT! It's like Men in Black, but MIT! And then, I'm not even going to attempt to say this, like methyl, blah, blah, blah. And then we've got CMIT, which is methyl, blah, blah, blah. See, I said it that fast, you didn't catch up with it, did you? But if you want to send me in your videos of saying this, how I should pronounce it, that would be great. But I like to kind of use these sub-names because it's a lot easier to get across. Now, if you type these in the internet, MIT ingredient or chemical, you'll find more and more research about it. Basically, it's used as a preservative. Preservatives stop things, bacteria growing and things going off. And the reason why I put it on here is, in the past I've had a lot of customers coming to me telling me about their own family, and when they've had allergy tests done, they've found they were more susceptible to this chemical MIT. And actually, on the NHS allergy test now, when they do the patch testing, it's actually one of the patch testing, it's on one of the patch testing, and you can get tested for that. Now, they don't test for sulfates because it's a mass-produced product, and from their point of view is you put it on your skin and you're washing it off again, but it does really have an effect, and I'm sure if you tried a non-sulfate based product you will find that. And I think that's why my product does really well with children and people who suffer from skin problems, because using the products, it's got a massive amount of really good quality products in there, ingredients that create this product. It really nourishes the skin and gives back what the skin's already lost. Now, a couple more things just to be aware of when you're looking at products, and I hope that when you've listened to this seminar that you'll go into your bathroom cabinet, raid the cupboards, whether it's medications or whatever's in even your cleaning cupboard, right? Because they're listed differently. It's a really weird science for cleaning products. But basically, limonene and linalool. You'll see these right at the end of an ingredients list, because ingredients lists run just like food lists, where the majority of the product is there right at the top and it lowers down as to the amount. So the less quantities, they're right at the end. So you'll tend to find these are right at the end. They're typically used in paint strippers because they're really strong, and they're also used for fragrance products to make them smell nice, even in your cleaning products, because you want to smell nice. And what is it about humans? They love to smell things. Like, not as strong as dogs, but like you love to, like, when you find them in your products, you're like, right in there, sniffing them. Oh, that smells good, I'll pick that one. Limonene and linalool, they do end up in fragrances, but they're actually found in essential oils, and mainly the citrus essential oils. And what I want you to understand between the fragrances are, to me, there's two different types of fragrance. You've got your standard fragrance, which is your bog standard cheapish, that I would assume is cheapish. And then, for me, I've been looking at allergen-free fragrances, which are synthetic, just like your other fragrances are. And they specifically have removed everything that's going to cause an allergic reaction. They cost a lot more money, but having had perfumes in my salon before that made me scratch my eyeballs out, I would rather pay that little bit more and get a really good quality products into my products coming forward, to ensure that I am not causing any allergic reactions to yourselves or to dogs, because I don't believe that cheap is the way to go. So, one more thing that I want to go over on product claims is there is no such thing as 100% natural. I would love to be able to say that, but then I can't bullshit people, I'll be honest with you. I'm too honest, and I say it as it is, and basically everything goes through a chemical process, and it's all about what would you choose. Everybody's got different tastes and stuff, but what would you choose to put on your skin, on your dog's skin? Do you want something that's natural, that's going to be soothing and actually do something as a job, or is it just going to be a claim on the packaging that actually doesn't make no difference? And that's what you kind of got to ascertain when you look at your products. And the best thing I can tell you is, really, let's look at this debate here and get you thinking about what the products are and what's in them, and be better at making informed choices rather than off the smell and what the packaging looks like. So when I think natural, I think essential oils, I think gentle ingredients, I think kind, gentle, and when I think synthetic, I just think of artificial, cheap, unnatural and man-made. Now, going through this process, I've really enjoyed working with the products, and I've learned so much about things that are in products. I want to make really nice, kind products that humans can use because they're that good, and also that they're better quality products and they're not going to harm you. They're going to be better quality ingredients that are in there, they're going to make a difference to the job. Now, for me, I like to kind of argue for the other side as well. So essential oils are great. Yeah, there's a lot of people, it's a big trend, everybody loves essential oils. However, they can contain a lot of allergens, and they have to be used in really low doses. Some are different to others, they're even less dosage. you'll typically not find more than 1% in the product because it's really toxic. And especially if you think back to when we were looking at the SLS molecule, if we're adding that in and driving it deep into the skin, that can be really toxic. And bearing in mind, dog skin layers, 3 to 5 layers, that's not a good thing to do. So, synthetic. We've mentioned about allergen free. I love allergen free, and it is expensive, but you're keeping yourself safe. I hate skin reactions. It's been a bane for me since I was a baby. So what I wanted to kind of sum up was, like, sometimes you might have this vision that the product's really expensive, but actually when you actually work at a dilution rate and how much you have to actually use, it actually works out cheaper than the cheap products. Well, I'm going to show you how that is. So my products actually work out cheaper if you use them correctly, use the right dilution rate, or if you're applying neat, that you get the dog as wet as possible, you're going to get more for your money's worth. So how? So this is a dilution rate of not my product, this is another product that I just pull up on the internet today. Now, this particular product was a 5 litre container, and it was a 7:1, and the price of this was $25.95. Now, it's a bit of head scratching went on today when I had to revisit all my notes that I'd made quite a while ago. But bear with me, and I want you to work out your dilution rates, okay? So, this is my mixing bottle, and all my products are 32:1. So you literally need 30 ml. Now, I'm going to get you to work out the millage, because as long as you've got a dilution rate on your bottle, it's easy to work out. So, it's a 7:1, so that means there's 8 parts that are going to make up this 1,000 litre container, okay? So, in your 1,000 litre container, you're going to divide it by 8. That will give you that 1 part is 125 ml for this particular product, okay? Then, what we're going to do is work out how many 125 ml are in a 5 litre container, because effectively, that's how many washes are in there. So, a 5 litre container is 5,000 ml. And then what we're going to do is divide 5,000 ml by the 125 ml, which is the part, the 1 part to 7. And that gives us 40 washes, okay? Carol Vodman was here earlier on. I had to use a calculator, she got it straight away. And then you take your product price. Bearing in mind, if you pay for I won't include delivery costs because that's a separate cost, but if you get the price of the actual product and then divide that by 40, that works out at 648 or 65 pence per wash. So when you think about it, a product that looks kind of cheap and is a dilution rate of 7:1 and is in a 5 litre container actually works out at 65 pence a wash, okay? And we all like to save money, like Martin Lewis, so I am like your shampoo expert here. So 32:1 is what Paw Naturel is. So on this is the mixing bottle that I have, and you can see, okay, that not get too close, you don't look at my nose. So this here is 30 ml, okay. Now when I came to print these bottles, they're sort of sexy, aren't they? When I came to print them, you can see this line here, they couldn't get it below this line. Now, that's how much you need. When it looks up here, it looks like quite a lot, but it literally is one 30 ml pump, okay? So, in Paw Naturel, it's a 32:1, so that's a 33 part, and it's £59.99 for retail. And for 5 litres, it works out 36 pence a wash. Now, that's amazing, isn't it? Now, every product is different, but what I want you to understand is the quality of natural ingredients, natural high quality ingredients, are a lot higher than SLS and SLES that is readily available that isn't that great on skin, okay? So, it's not comparable really. It's like comparing a Ferrari to a Ford Focus. They're completely different ends of the spectrum. But by creating this product, I've done it at a really affordable price with amazing results, and I'm sure you won't be disappointed. Now, there are lots of reasons why you should try my product. I am not a salesperson, I'm a groomer with a passion and a love for making things better in the world. And these are some of the benefits which are created quickly. It's a natural product, it's well thought out, it's value for money, it's cruelty free, it's tear free. We've had people put it in their eyes. But believe you me, all products are tested by humans first. Me and my husband, we try them out before we try them on any dogs, because we want to make sure that they pass the human test, because I don't believe any dog should be suffered or tested on. And you know, tear free is really important for me, because it's just not nice seeing them, getting them in their eyes. And from SLS as well, it can produce quite severe burns and blisters, which you don't want. It's a vegan friendly formula, so no animals were harmed in the making of it, and it's kind to pores the skin, and it's anti-static. So when you come to scissor those beautiful legs like Bichons or poodle coats, any wool coats, it's you get an amazing finish, which is what you want, and your customers are going to come back. So try it today, your hands won't lie. My website is www.paw-naturel.co.uk. I'm looking for groomers and stockists, so if you want to bring that price down, come and speak to me. I want to help groomers, I want to help you with your businesses and educate you with everything I know to help better your relationships with your customers and also your knowledge. I just want to say thank you for your time. Before you do go, this link that you've got today of me talking and giving you a few bits of information is by way of a thank you for listening to me. And I've done this is like a really short version because like I can talk for England. For listening to me, I'm going to give you a £5 voucher. Now, don't tell everybody, because this is just for you guys for engaging with me. And the code on the website, if you go in and order something, it's seminar. You'll get £5 off any product, and that is valid until the 14th of December. I am bringing us some amazing Christmas boxes. I'm just waiting on a couple of things from production, but they should be out in the next week or so. So watch this space. Again, we've got loads of products coming out, and I'm so excited, but I can't reveal all until they're actually done. I can physically show you them. So you'll get £5 off if you place them before the 14th, and then what I'm going to do is put this link up without this little gift that I've given you onto YouTube, so that it can be shared and other people can get the benefit from the knowledge. So thank you for now, and happy grooming! Happy shampoo week! Tiggy, come on! Tiggs, come on! Come on, Tiggs! Tig, 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 tig! Tig, 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 tig!